And fall in, my fellow scout troopers, and welcome to a Napoleon Total War 3 4v4 battle replay today at the map 1807 Hillsburg. On the one team today we have Lupit, SM player, Micka and Ionis. On the other team we have Yabana, Hez, Captain Price, and the Korean Union of Onions has graced us with his presence. Now, obviously we'll just go through the red team's factions because that's all we can do. Looks to be a French corps today, so we have Land's 5th Corps. And in front of him we have Salt, 4th Corps. It's Murat. No corps there, well, regular corps. We have Murat over here as well. I'm missing something here, I know I am. Okay, so back here we have the French Imperial Army. Okay, there we go. And so, we are up against a Russian alliance today, it would seem. The Russians already have their artillery out, and they're already peppering the poor Frenchies down the road. I'm sure Salt would have loved to have gone down that road, would have made his job a bit easier getting down there faster. But to go down that road now is suicide, given where the artillery is positioned. On the map though, getting cavalry up here is going to be difficult. Obviously moving it through the open pass is desirable, but opens you up to the artillery on their right, so maybe it is better just them marching their cav through the forest to the area. The terrain should give them some cover. Yeah, it should give them plenty of cover actually from the arty there. And they can come down the road, maybe that will help us. I don't know, actually. Nah, scratch that. Horses on the left and right flank would get caught in the trees as they move up, so we've had the center one going all the way down here and you'll have half the unit stranded behind. It'll probably just get weird with the pathfinding. The Russians seem to be moving to sort of cut off Murat's forces. Murat has gone all the way up here by himself. He's got one elite unit there, one mid-tier, fast hitting cav here, more mids. So three mids, one fast, one heavy, one super heavy, I should say. But we all know that no matter how good the cavalry is, if they are surrounded and if the quality is good enough from the attackers, then any unit will break. So Murat might be here, he might be here in force, but the Russians, I bet, have substantial cavalry force of their own. And given that he's so close here to the red line, taking these force out here is a desirable target. So what the Russians, I'm surprised they didn't do this. Given where the cav originally was, I would have positioned the Russian cav directly here. Obviously keeping an eye out, of course, for any potential French reinforcements, because, you know, the Russians wouldn't know where they are while they're playing right now. So, keep the Russian cav here, move in the other cav reinforcements from the right and from the east and from the north, and then leave this cav here, get the other cav to charge in, and once they've engaged, and if the French choose to engage them, then send in the other cav units here, and then you're attacking them from all sides, forcing them to the red line, and then all this cav is destroyed. I thought there was an opportunity there, but then again, the only reason I can assume the Russians didn't pursue that is because they obviously can't see where the rest of the French cavalry is, and so maybe he felt like it was too big of a risk and felt too open to being outflanked if he did that. Sorry about the volume there, guys. I just realised it was a little fuzzy with the volume before, but it's fixed, and thankfully discovered it at the start of the battle, eh? So the Russians here sent up some skirmishes with no backup. French cav tried to charge in, but then they pulled back at the last second. And this is a heavy set of 12-pounders here. France is going to try and take them out. They're not... Oh god, I wanted to say limbed up. I'm going to say it. I'm going to go for it. If I get shellacked for it in the comments later on, then I get shellacked. I'm going to say limber. Damn it. I get nervous now every time. Ah! Come on, French. Nah, France got swamped. Well done to the Russians. They had enough cav. They lost their artillery though, which does hurt them a little bit. I know the Russians here can actually get some nice cheap 12-pounders, so hard to say how that affects them. We don't know how much army they brought with them besides that unit there. But Now that they took it out, though, the rest of the French army here is moving up freely with no fear of being fired into their flank and getting pulverized. Those 12-pounders there could have done a lot of damage, which begs the question: why didn't the Russians do more to protect it? Eh? Was that? Let's have a look at the impact zones here. That was a combination of French and Russian artillery. How this unit didn't lose any horses is beyond me. That was lucky. But if you guys want to see your own total replay feature on this channel, there are 4 ways of doing so in the video description below. They are, of course, my email at scoutssimentertainment@gmail.com. Post it to me directly on Discord. Joining my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, being part of our community and posting your replay there. Or simply tag me in the replay you post on the NTW3 Lords Discord as well. Like that, let's continue on here with the replay. As the French forces move forward, we can only see the Russian generals right now in the distance. Given we see 3 generals at least congregating in the one area, obviously they intend to fight here. Which makes a lot of sense. But we see 1 Russian infantry unit. The rest has got to be nearby, you'd have to think. Before the Russians' players here converged on this area, surely they can sort of do a semicircle formation around the village here. From where the water is all the way around here to potentially where the forest is. Like a nice semicircle. And just catch the French forces in a big crossfire as they move up, The more that the French move forward, I think the more they disadvantage themselves later on. They're giving valuable field position here to the French, which I think is a big mistake here on the Russians' part. Hopefully they know what they're doing. Of course, Murat's cab there is causing them probably no end of grief. It's so easy to get tunnel vision in this game. I've been sniped, my general's been sniped so many times. For me, just not paying attention. So, I can speak from experience there. This is an annoyance. The Russians have to deal with this. If they're that concerned about being outflanked, then send in a scouting cav, C9, a unit that's fast and can get out of trouble in a hurry, just to check the surrounding area for enemy reinforcements. So once they clear that, then they should be able to just focus all their attention and take these guys out. Murat is taking a big gamble here. Like right now, this player here is marching forward. He doesn't know if there's Russian forces coming in behind him. Like, this is showing a high degree of confidence here. We got the elites here. The elites are going to try and protect, obviously, the rear of the cav force. Moving back now. He seems to be trying to draw the Russian cav to him, like a magnet. France still has a fair amount of cav on this side, so you're not leaving themselves exposed at all in terms of cav. We've got some artillery though that is vulnerable. There is cav nearby, but the Russians we know have plenty of lancers that are fast. Could get in there and take out that artillery. They probably would lose the cav unit, but taking out artillery is extremely valuable and worth the cav sacrifice. So they're not doing it. Instead, we just see silence on the Russian side. Like, what is going on? We've got their arty firing, but the terrain just doesn't favour them. It's very hilly in this area. Not that easy to get it. Not really that easy to get a hit on the French. At least until they crest this hill. Then once they start moving down towards the river, then the artillery will have a lot more success. But until then, they probably will struggle. We've got cav approaching. We'll see whether or not the river hinders them at all. We've got lancers coming in. Their own French forces are killing them more than the Russians are. Well, I'm sure that was a mistake. Can't be helped sometimes. Friendly fire is what it is. Bringing up the arty. Also got some skirmishers here hiding in the brush. We've got cav coming in to take him out. Infantry is moving up. The Russians should get him. Cav's trying to escape. And gets out of there. I'm trying to keep an eye on Murat's forces to the north. Even commentating, you get tunnel vision in this game. You get focused on one area of the battle and it's hard to... And sometimes you can't see the map and you'll miss a skirmish or a large cav engagement. I swear, any player that masters tunnel vision in this game will seem like a legend. Because you'll never be surprised. You'll be able to counter any attempt of a surprise attack on your forces. These guys are not firing. Must be out of range. But looking at that, they have to be in range. But they're hidden, not in combat. France brought with them a few 4-pounders. Russians obviously bought some howitzers. Their cavs moving around. They got to take out that artillery. As grand as the French line is, well, the Russian arty should be able to keep them at bay. I mean, if I'm this player, I'm loving this. I mean, you've got some very large French units directly in front of you. They tried to take out this French artillery. This player was lucky not to lose it. A French artillery volley once took out my entire arty unit. Just with one lucky hit. So, Murat, get your ass moving, mate, before you lose it. France is pummeling the Russian Russian unit there. What are the Russians aiming at? They are seemingly trying to target the French army. Looks to be a barrage volley. That was 2 shots. Where's the third? Took out 4 members there of the crew so far. France on the right flank seemingly is ready to move in. So we got a lot of artillery over here. 3 sets of cannons. And they are all targeting the French cavalry. They don't seem to have a lot of enemy cav in the area to support this whole battery. This artillery needs to move up a bit. They can't fire into the bulk of the French troops. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Took out a nice bite there. This unit could even break. And it's just French dragoons. Their friendly cav is getting in a bit too close there. These cheaper artillery units can take some time to fire, but that was pretty satisfying to watch. So, the Russians clearly are relying on their artillery. A lot of teams struggle to get through such a force. French cav caught out, destroyed by the Russians. There's no turning back here now for the French. They're going to move forward and bayonet charge these guys. Who are they shooting at? Guys, you're facing the wrong way. French forces, they're moving up fast. The Russian battery is enough to beat back their right flank. Firing cannons to shot. The French line here is literally trying to get around the artillery rather than trying to go directly at it. This is a huge gamble here from Salt. So the French forces are digging in. They're getting into the Russians' faces. Usually it's always the other way around. Salt is getting really bold here. Troops must have decent morale. We're going toe-to-toe here with the Russians at their own game. Alright, let's have a quick look at the attack. See how it's folding? You see, France has really concentrated their efforts here, but their right flank is exposed to the Russian battery. And France has not moved to try and take out that battery, so France is actually very exposed here. And although he's winning on the right, as soon as those Russian troops break completely, they'll be exposed to that battery, and then potentially the whole Soult advance will come to a crashing halt, and he'll be obliterated, leaving a gap here in the French lines. So his push here might have achieved minor victories to start off with, but I think now he's in serious trouble. As long as this battery system is not firing, then he's okay, but if it starts going off again... Geez, why aren't they firing? There is a glitch, and a way to get around that glitch is to Alt tab, or press Alt and then target the ground near the enemy forces. They'll get it firing again usually. Now we saw French cavalry to our left before. It looks like Soult's general. And it looks like French cavalry here tried to launch an assault, but looks like it got deterred. Not defeated, just received a bit of a punch and forced back. Now, where's it? The artillery seems to have gone. Or they're being caught in the fight. Battle over here is heating up. Russia here has been outmaneuvered by the French. This guy here probably needs to fall back. His left flank is exposed to the French artillery up top, and he's going to be overrun on his right. So if he wants to, he should fall back and seek shelter behind the house so it's safe from the French artillery. He can regroup and face off against the incoming French forces. He probably will need support, but he'll be able to hold his position. Looks like we've got the Russians inside the house here. France is moving in to take it. Or not. Looks like the Russian forces inside will break soon. We see here, half of you must be inside the house, that's why it's standing like that. Doesn't really seem fair, does it? You can only fit 55 men in that house. Now, Soult is still alive, but only just. He managed to overcome the Russian battery system. How he did that is it's pretty cool. Bit of a mystery to me, but you know, well done, mate. I thought that was going to be almost impossible for you to do. But it cost him his army. He made it deep into the Russian lines. Probably took out quite a few men. But his allies are going to have to shoulder the rest of the responsibility. Now, he's trying to actually retreat here. Russia needs to move in and crush him. Make sure he can't get away. The Russian general here is exposed to the French cavalry. And instead of going after him, he's trying to actually attack Well, a depleted unit, but it's formed square. You can definitely see that general, but he's not charging at him. Okay, he's just shifted direction. We'll head back to the north in a second. We've got Russian cav coming in now too. So we've got some hidden skirmishers here. Or are they skirmishers or are they artillery troops? No, they're artillery troops. They need to run. France is going to take them out. We've got infantry here that could be providing them protection. No, the artillery crew is gone. The Russian players probably focused on this attack here. Now you didn't see it until it was too late. Russian forces are falling back. The battle is not over yet. He shouldn't be doing that. He's got to finish up the forces, then move to support his allies. He can't really afford to move away with an enemy still at his rear. And it's not like he has much left to deal with. He's got one depleted unit, one unit that's seemingly at full strength but is easily outnumbered, and the general. Cav unit's broken. Now, Russia here lingered for too long, and he was obliterated. Murat's massive cavalry force has yet to see any real action. Russia still has a substantial amount of cav themselves. I like Russia's formation here. The infantry is positioned at a far better angle than the French forces. This looks to be an artillery crew. Alright, looks like Soult was finally defeated. Oh wait, no, this is Murat. Yes, looks like Soult is gone. Oh wait, his general still lives. And he has one unit left. Troops look to be exhausted and moving like that. Murat's cav is moving in to support them. Alright. Murat's cav's on the move. Russia here has been split, but the artillery looks to be delimbering. Or deploying. That sounds better. Get the cav unit out of the way, mate. He's in the way. Russian battery here firing seemingly point blank. At this range though, you know, guys expect canister shot. Enemy cav coming in. Russia has their own cav, we know this. Hopefully it's forming up behind the artillery. That was just one. Where's the other two? There's a cav. This is not too good here for the Russians. They shot their own cav there.
Our men are running, sir.
the Russian cav, but it's too late. Once again, Russia's losing ground here to the French. France's advance here will be slow until the left flank joins them and begins moving, I suppose, to the south. The artillery that has destroyed that house seemingly has a good angle here on the Russian line. Russia... Oh no, Russia's being charged here. Okay, they lost their left flank. Mid-tier dragoons. They're active, not exhausted, which means they're moving fast. And begin following up the Russian line, unit by unit. Someone got killed by their own artillery there. Russia still has some of their own cav. And the artillery survives for now. It just seems like Murat's holding the kill shot in the palm of his hand and he's just not firing it. France has Russia right where they want them. They just need Murat to move in and finish them off. Now how's he going to do that? Well, assuming the Russian units here can't form square, charging them and taking them out first makes sense. Then moving to the left and folding up the line, taking out artillery generals as they go before these other three units arrive. And you've got the French army, of course, applying more and more pressure to those Russian infantry units, breaking them, wiping them out. I mean, the cav's so close and the unit's still not forming square. You'd think they're cut in Murat's favour. Looks like a friendly unit there. Captain Price is lost his general. General behind the line. Yeah, it looks like Murat's lost most of his cav that he had originally. And he's got one unit left, and that's his elite. That unit that's formed square is fairly tiny. We've seen cav units overpower squares like this all the time in the past. You can see how quickly they broke the square there. They're just gonna move in, they've got to swarm that area. It's costed him 6 calves so far. just needs that Russian unit to break. There it goes. Okay. Now you can move forth, take out the artillery, the last of the Russian units, and the rest of the army can progress down the road, take out the last 2 Russian infantry and the Russian general in the northeast. Yes.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Okay. That job is done. Cav is exhausted, that's why it's moving so slow. Russian units look like they're going to break before they even get to the fight. Yeah, that looks like just the general staff. This looks to be the Russian general himself. It's like they're waving with their swords goodbye. No, we don't need to kill you, we'll just wave you off.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Okay, that could be the general. Going to SM player. Yeah, that was his. Got units breaking. We are minutes away from victory. So got to take out some units that have reformed, probably coming back to the fight, but honestly just got 2 units here, then that's it, we're done.
We have killed their
There he
general,
goes.
sir. Now they must break.
Mickey. And this is the last battle to be fought. Only 1 dead there. Russian troops are falling fast. Some chasseurs are firing. Chasseurs are a fairly decent unit. That's it, they're done. We're finished. France has achieved victory over the Russian horde today. And Salt really led the way there. Congratulations. So, we have your Obama commanding Salt. Looks to be 1429. Hez. Prusy was commanding the French Imperials of 1182. Captain Price, Marat, 821. And the Grand Onion of Onions, 829, commanding lands. Prusy lands. We have Lepet, got 779. SM Player, 681. Nicky, 614. And Ioners, 868. Kill counts here range from 89 all the way down to 0 here for this player. Alrighty. Thank you to the person that posted this replay on the NTW3 Discord, I believe, or send it to me. Apologies. If you want to see a replay featured here on this channel, guys, you can send it to my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can post it to me directly on Discord. You can join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, and post it there. Or you can simply tag me in the replay you post on the NTW3 Lords Discord as well. This is Micka from Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scout Troopers. Catch you in the next Total War battle.